So welcome to the channel if you're a new viewer, and welcome back if you're a subscriber to the channel. Now, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know over the last 6-7 years of this YouTube channel, I've always liked using the BUSHBOX stove, the firebox stove, and cheaper stoves off Amazon that I've been finding. Dead cheap. Some of them I paid little as £10-15 for them. The BUSHBOX stove and the firebox stove, you're looking £80 upwards, especially if you get the titanium ones. That's when the money starts getting silly for them. I do not own a titanium one of them stoves yet, so I can't really give a true opinion about them, but I will be getting some very shortly, just to take a look at them on the channel. So in this bag we do have the BUSHBOX XL stove, and this is what I want to talk about, because I've had a lot of people asking me what is it like, because I do, let's not say I do own my own stove. I designed my own stove and sold quite a few of them to people on YouTube for charity, for money, but mainly I did it just because I wanted to see if I could make one. But now in this video I want to talk about the use of this BUSHBOX XL stove over 6 years, and I want to show people just how it looks after a hell of a lot of fires in it. Now that is something what I have done a lot. So when I got the stove, we did get a couple of other bits with it. We've got a smaller grill tray, and you've got a larger grill tray what locks in place by these little lug parts here, and that's bent all over that. The grill one, the smaller one, that's not too bad. It's not being used as much as this one. This has had steak on it, chops on it, different types of foods what I've cooked on this channel. We will get back into doing them soon as well. Here you get your 2 pot holders, and then you get your stove. Now look at the stove. Just look at how warped it is. Now it's like this because I've not used it as a stove where you just put little sticks in it and gradually build up the heat to cook food or to boil water. I have had this thing full with wood, absolutely blaring heat out on camps, solo camps, when I've been camping with other people as well, in this woodland here alone. But yeah, it is absolutely warped. Now BUSHBOX XL contacted me and they're saying I was using the stove wrong. It's not really meant to be filling it up like I did and have a major fire inside of it. Well, I'm saying, you know, what's the point of buying it if you don't use it as a fire pit? I've seen a lot of people on YouTube using these as fire pits. I've seen an odd person what uses charcoal in it, different wood pellets and stuff, and using it that way. But I'd say the majority of videos I've watched of people with this stove, they have just filled it up with wood and used it as a fire pit. End of the day, it still works after all these years of me doing that. So as you can see inside, there is 2 trays. So the first tray you want to drop down is the ash tray. That's the bottom one there. And in the side you can see another one with loads of little holes in it. That's the one where your wood fits on. Now mine has warped, like I said, but it still goes together quick and easy. Does it go down quick and easy? Once you open that up, I've got my finger caught in one of them holes. It still does everything that it's meant to do. Look, it still goes down really quick. You can see the warping, look at the legs there. Let's put it back together. So like I say, your solid tray goes down first without pushing all the way through like that. Wow, that went through a bit too easy for my liking. There we go, it's in place now. And then the tray with every fire on goes there. But you can just see, you can see from the bottom there, can't you? How much, it's mainly the front legs. But you can just pull them back round if you want to do. What I'm saying is, after all this use, it still does the same job that it did when I first got it. And like I say, you can use these pot holders here with absolutely load of settings on them. So you can just put it in there like that. And then you can just do it like this, and you can put a pot on it. If you want to make it a little bit higher, all you have to do is just move it up one of the notches so it lifts it off the top of it. So you've got your pan on it and you've got some airflow through, so you don't create a load of smoke because you're stopping airflow to the fire sort of thing. But there's absolutely loads. Even the sides here, look, you can stick these in and you can make a shelf for an alcohol stove burner to fit in. There's loads of stuff you can do with this stove, and at the end of it, these do clip in there, if I can get it in now without doing it wrong. Basically, these little pegs, pot holders, they can slot in here when you're storing it away, and they do have their nice little logo there, what I like, your feeding doors at the front. Like I'm trying to say is, a few people's asked me about this, and it still works brilliant to the day that I got it. So let's have a fire in it. Let's get a fire going. And your grill trays, they just slip on top like this. Well, I think I locked that in place a little bit too early. That's all you have to do. So you can cook steak on it like what I've done quite a lot. Let's get a fire going. So I'm not planning on having a massive fire or cooking any food out. This is just video is being made just for the few people that's been asking me what's it like after all the years, because they really would like to get one. And I think honest reviews are the way people need to see it. You can buy it brand new, bring it out, show it on the channel. I get that, but because it's metal and it warps with the heat over time, it's good to show people's just exactly what it's like after all these years. And I have abused it with a lot of fires. Right, I think that might be enough in now, just to stick one of these. What we need to do is just stick a few more bits on top of it. So just while the stove is kicking in, let's say, how do you use yours? Have you got a firebox stove, a bushbox stove, or any type of stove like this? Do you just feed it little bits at a time, or do you absolutely pack it out and just let the fire kick in and then get a good bed of embers and then do some cooking on it? Or to boil some water, do you just fill it up with wood? I reckon 70% of people will do it like the way I'm doing it. I've done it all these years and it still works as good as day one. Maybe it doesn't open and shut as quick as it did when I first got it, but you're seeing for yourself, it's still going really well. You know, in a way, I can understand why people might want to slowly feed it with wood and not do it the way I do it, is because they are a lot of money. And if it's something you've been saving up for a few months, let's say, you really wouldn't want to destroy it or think that it's going to destroy it by filling it up with a load of wood and having a decent little campfire in it. I do get that. And then I think over time, as they start getting used to using it, they will do it like this. It's like all else, innit? You get a new car, you don't really want to drive too fast in it straight away, do you? Or, you get what I mean, don't you? I think, well, it's new. People like to look after it and treat it right. I'm not saying I'm treating it wrong. I'm just using it how I use it. Really. So what I'm doing now is, I'm just starting to use the stove. I've used it for a lot of years. Starting to put in the bigger pieces. What'll burn longer. So it gives you that nice campfire feeling. So as you can see, like I've said already, I've just filled the stove up with bigger pieces of wood now, and I can at least sit down and watch the fire for about 15 to 20 minutes. So there we go, I had a fire in the stove again, and I think it went for about 40 minutes. Let's see once again how it goes down. Yeah, it took a few more seconds than it would if you buy the stove brand new, but it still goes down. So is there a right or wrong way to use this stove? Maybe so, but I've used it the way I've used it, and you can see it still goes perfect. When you get it brand new, you can just do this and it will all fall into place. But if you give it a bit of a shake, there you go, it does it. Taking it down, fair dues. It is a little bit harder, but it's not fantastically. It's a little bit harder, let's say, to take it down, but it's not, you know, crucial. Yeah, it's got a bit of warping. That's all I can say about it, really. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about it? How do you use yours? That's all I can really say. So for the people what were asking me, around about 7 years, still goes good, still works how it's meant to do. That's fantastic. None of the hinges has burnt away like someone said it probably will do. The hinges still work really, really well. Just seen a fox run past there. But yeah, it's fine. It's not caused no problems the way I've used it. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, you can press this here by subscribing to my channel. I've got a lot of fantastic outdoor cooking videos what I will be doing on the channel soon. We're giving this channel a little bit of a mix up now. I will not be camping every weekend. I want to get a lot of outdoor cooking videos done, and I've got a new type of video what I will be introducing to the channel within the next couple of months. So if you want to see all this, please subscribe by pressing this. Hit the subscribe button. I'll put another video up there for you to see. But most of all, thank you very much. I hope this answers all your questions. Thanks for watching.